wasn't even ready. There we go. Oh, they got it. They got me dead wrong. Man, they doing it this way. It's all love. What's up, fight fans? Main man, made man here. Y'all know how I get down. We talking boxing, man. It's going down every Wednesday, every Saturday here on Main Man, Made Man's Boxing. You know what I'm saying? We talking live. We keep it 100, the whole 9. You know what I'm saying? Good morning, everybody that's rolling up in here. 5:55 up here in the DMV. Early morning mission for the boy. I'm up early to get it. Y'all know what it is. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, man. I hear my man Gary Russell Jr. has came out on his Instagram. Checked out his Instagram post in which he was kind of chilling out and he was relaxing, and he says that he was watching the Tank fight. And he started criticizing the fight, saying how basically he wasn't impressed. And he says that he sees the reason why they keep Tank away from him. And, you know, hey, I'm with him. You know what I'm saying? I agree. I see the reason too. You know? Now, it's not a secret out here, fight fans, that Gary Russell Jr. wants to fight Gervonta Tank Davis. Now, of course, all of the Tank fans, they got every excuse in the goddamn book. Oh, sorry about that. They got every excuse in the book. Oh, Tank is a big star. He shouldn't have to fight Gary. He went up in weight, and you know, his weight Gary is too small. And yo, man, you know, Tank's fans provide better excuses for Tanks than his promoters. I mean, goddamn, yo. I mean, the promoters can't even come up with some of the excuses that y'all come up with. You know what I'm saying? The thing is this. Everybody knows Gary been wanting that fight. Well, everybody who comes out and says, oh, it's a weight thing where Gary need to move up. Gary's been calling out Tank since he was at 130. Cut the crap. You know what I'm saying? When Tank was at 130, Tank act like he ain't here. What? Gary, why you want to fight me? Hey, what? Don't play stupid, dog. You know what I'm saying? We've been wanting to fight you since you was at 30. You ain't got no problem bringing up little fighters to fight for world championships. But when it comes to Gary Russell, we all got to pump the brakes. Cut the shit. You know what I mean? Dog, this is the reason why fans are abandoning boxing in droves, man. All of these excuses, man, of why fights can't happen. These are actually two fighters that's on the same side of the street. Ain't no politics. Ain't no politics. Leo Santa Cruz don't want to fight Gary. Tank don't want to fight Gary. Oh, Leo moved up. Leo moved up because they told him to move up. Leo moved up because they told him to move up. I would never understand anybody that takes up for Leo Santa Cruz. This is the same cat that ducked Guillermo Rigondeaux, and now he's ducking Gary Russell Jr. And everybody says, oh, it's fine because he's going to go fight Tank. He's a weight class below Tank, but everybody's all right with him to go fight Tank. But no one cares about him going to fight Gary Russell. Can't make this shit make sense. You know what I'm saying? You can't make it. I'm done kind of yelling and screaming about it because it's just like, yo, I'm getting to a point in boxing, man, where I'm not understanding the new age fan no more, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, nobody wants to see the best fight the best. Everybody is okay with the superstar bullshit. He's a star. They're making him into a star. And, man, I don't want to hear that shit. I'm a boxing fan, man. You know what I mean? I just want to see the best fight the best. I know what that fight does for the DMV. Well, people got to look at it like it's not Gary hunting down Lil Tank. Y'all can stop. You can take the training wheels off him. It ain't that. It's in the DMV. Gary represents the DC area. Tank represents the Baltimore area. It's a fierce competition between Baltimore and DC. It's always been that way. That's something that people can't never understand. Gary is not a clout. He don't care about fame. He don't care about all that shit. He don't know who's the popping boxer, who's popular right now. That ain't what he knows. All he knows is Tank and Leo. That's it. Because they right there in front of him. But it ain't about fame. He don't want fame. He don't want Tank's clout or whatever the fuck. How Tank got clout, I would never understand. I guess because Mayweather, right? This shit is crap, man. You dig? Like, Gary Russell says that he ain't impressed, though, man. And he says that he think it's smart that they keep him away from him because of basically his conditioning. See, the one thing you got to understand is that Gary has never missed weight. One thing you got to understand is that Gary is that Gary is in tip-top, I repeat, tip-top condition. Where if you're huffing and puffing with a Gary Russell Jr. in the mid-rounds, that's not good. This is what he's talking about, why he's saying it's smart that they keep him away from him. He says that Tank started throwing about 15 punches after the 6th round. He threw about 15 punches. He stopped basically throwing punches. You can't do that against a Gary Russell Jr. And this is why he's saying that it's smart to keep him away from him. Y'all don't get it, man. Y'all don't get it. See, Gary is the anti-Tank. Tank is a Twitter chain. He'll go on and run his mouth against everybody, but he won't mention Gary Russell Jr. because he know Gary about that. He knows if you mention his name, then you're going to have to back that up, especially around these parts. So he doesn't mention it. He'll run out and talk about everybody else, but he won't mention Gary when he's right there calling your name. And you know Gary because you've worked with that family prior to you becoming who you are. So you know Gary. You know the whole family. We ain't gonna play stupid. You think we'll get Gary versus Shakur Stevenson? Hey man, I hope so. And I guess, you know, and that's another thing with Gary. It ain't just limited to Tank. It's either Tank, Leo Santa Cruz. He said he'll take on Shakur Stevenson. He don't care. Shakur champion now. First he was like, yo man, I don't want to fight Shakur Stevenson. He's a kid. But then once he became a world champion, he like, oh yeah, it's all good now. Let's do this. I don't think they'll do that. Bob Arum wouldn't dare push Shakur Stevenson. Andre Ward, he doesn't believe that Shakur Stevenson is ready for the caliber of a Gary Russell. He knows that door is wide open. They all know the door is wide open. They all know it. Ain't necessarily, the problem is no one's walking through the door. The only one I give credit to was saying Gary Russell Jr.'s name is. He's the only one that put it out there that, yeah, me and Gary can do this. After I get done with my next fight, I got no problem fighting Gary. He's a world champion. He's the only one. He's the only one. The rest of them, ducks. Ducks. See, I didn't tolerate and I didn't like them building Anthony Joshua to what he was. I was up here every day. Project AJ, they building him. It's fake. It's hype. Blah, blah, blah. So I'm supposed to turn a blind eye to Tanks. I'm supposed to say, oh, yeah, they're feeding them little dudes. Oh, he's the greatest thing in the world. Fuck no. Then if you want to feed them little dudes, then at least feed them a good little dude. When the last time Tank fought a black fighter? Riddle me that. You know why he ain't fought a black fighter? Because it ain't profitable. Because it's not into star-making material. I'm a boxing fan. Once again, I don't give a damn about any of that. I want to see the best fight the best. Gary is best at 186. The rest of them don't jump. Tank is a big star, right? He's supposedly big star. He's from the DMV. Gary knows all about Tank. They got history together. What's good? What's good? Tank got all that mouth to say about everything, but don't want to say shit when it come to Gary. What's good? What's really good? Is Tank about that or what? Y'all know what it is, man. Right there, man. Gary right there, man. Gary want these. Y'all, that man approached Leo Santa Cruz's father. Put his arms on, put his hands on him. He's called Tank every kind of chump in the world on social media. He beat Tank at his own game on social media. Tank got nothing to say. This some like Debo shit right here. But everybody like, oh, he's a star. Little Tank the star. He could be a star. They're trying to look at his numbers. His numbers are great. His numbers are, I don't give a fuck about his numbers, man. You know what I'm saying? I want to see the kid fight before we start to lose millions more of boxing fans. Cut the crap, man. You know what I mean? So at the end of the day, as long as I say I always forget the guy's name, man. The one that Tank fought for the WBA Super Championship, the 126-pound fighter that was out of the ring for a year, coming off a loss. That fight. Everybody, I didn't hear nothing about that fight. What was that? The one he fought for the WBA Super Championship. I always forget the little Mexican name. Y'all know who I'm talking about. Those fights are okay. But Gary Russell Jr. gotta wait. Those fights are all right. Abner Martez is okay. Oh, because Abner Martez, main man Abner Martez is a star in California. How big of a star? Most of those Mexicans that Tank are fighting, riddle me this, they're not that big of stars. I hate to tell y'all fight fans. Some of them are. I'll give it to Pedraza, maybe in Leo's case, but the rest of them, they're not that big of stars, man. They got a Mexican. Just because they are Mexican doesn't automatically make them a Mexican star. Where do people get this shit from? You know what I'm saying? The fight would be huge in the DMV, fight fans. I live in DC, born and raised in DC, Southeast, Northeast, all that. Born and raised in the dirt. Come from this city. My blood runs deep underneath the cement. You know what I'm saying? And I can tell you, straight like this, you put Tank versus Gary Russell Jr. in any facility in this town, it sells it out. Don't give me no bullshit about it's not a big fight. We ain't stupid. You know what I mean? So at the end of the day, the undisciplinedness and the being out of shape, that's what Gary is looking at and saying that, man, y'all smart to keep that kid away from me. You look at Gary, you see his workout videos on Instagram, that man be doing some incredible ass shit. Incredible. Good morning, KQKC. Good morning, my brother. Good morning, my brother. I'm kind of moving. I wish I could have picked that up, man. Salute to the singing OG, man. All day. All day. And that's all I'm telling everybody, man. Look, I'm not going to keep on. Like I told y'all in yesterday's video, I did a video and I laid it out. Like, look, man, I'm not going to go as far to say Tank is a bad fighter. He ain't no bad fighter. He's a good fighter. He got discipline problems, yes, but he's still a good fighter. I'm not going to go that far. But I'm also going to tell you that he need to test himself against the calibers of a Gary Russell Jr. Because if he beats a Gary Russell Jr., it makes him a 20 times better fighter. Y'all don't seem to understand that, man. Fighting the little Mexicans of the world ain't gonna make him a better fighter. It's gonna make him a star in some of y'all eyes because everybody needs something to follow. I don't give a shit about that. If you want to make him a better fighter, put him in there with iron. Don't put him in there with wood. You put him in there with plastic. You got to put him in there with iron. And Gary Russell Jr. is iron. Well, that's all I'm going to tell you, man. Like, y'all got to understand that, man. Gary Russell Jr. is a different kind of warrior. He's not about fame and clout chasing. You barely even see the man. He don't come around. He don't even be hanging around in boxing circles. Like, dog, you barely even see him. I see him around the way more than I see him on TV. You know what I'm saying? Like, real shit. He don't care about your fame. He don't care about who you think you are. He don't care about your Mayweather machine. He says fuck Mayweather. When Mayweather tried to get involved and try to tell him to keep Tank name out his mouth, what'd he take, man? Floyd, stop playing with me, Joe. Stop playing with me, dog. I don't give a fuck about you either. Everybody is not impressed with that machine. Everybody ain't impressed. A lot of fans are impressed, but fighters ain't impressed. A real fighter ain't impressed with what Tank is doing. What Tank is doing is made for fans. It's made to garner and gather fans. But to a fighter, this is why Mikey Garcia, prior to the Gamboa fight, what does he say? This is a shit fight. This is a shit fight. And he went in on Tank. Because Mikey is a fighter. These type of things don't impress fighters. So don't be mad when Gary doesn't seem impressed. Terrence Crawford is not impressed. Some of you fans are impressed. Y'all are happy. Y'all are looking at the 15,000, the Black Hollywood, the Thriller suits. Y'all are happy. All of the everybody's happy. The fighters are looking at it like, is this some type of joke? Are you serious? Gary is looking at this like, are y'all serious? And that's all it is, fight fans. Warriors don't understand this type shit that Tank is doing. A real warrior don't understand it. I mean, they may understand it if they're coming from a position of they want to make money and they want to build themselves into a star. But real fighters ain't gonna respect what it's just, they're not gonna respect what Tank is doing. And I mean, this is maybe why they all barking right now. You dig? And Tank's blood is in the water, but they're not going to respect what he's doing. And y'all can't make them respect it. No matter how many of y'all fans want to whine and cry about, oh, Tank, Tank, they're not going to respect it. Fighters are not going to respect it. And old school boxing fans ain't going to respect it. Fighters that, boxing fans that came up looking at boxers from yesteryear, they are not going to respect what Gervonta is doing. And that's just what it is. You know what I mean? That's just what it is. Y'all can try to dress it up all you want. Gary know what it is, man. Gary know what that kid told him in the gyms, and he knows what's up. He knows that, look, we from the same area, right? And y'all keep coming around act like Gary got a problem with Tank. Gary ain't got a problem with Tank. How many times have we all said it? You know, if they cool and they fam and they all, if they want to share a bag together, do it big for the DMV. They both from the DMV. Let the glass half empty, man. Y'all gotta understand, Gary got history with that dude, man. Like that whole family guy, they knew him before we did. So don't act like he got a problem with him. He ain't got no problem with him. He just want to fight him. I need to be in DC right now. Yeah, man, come on out here, man. I'm telling you, Joe, it's lit out here, man. It's the city. Hey, for those who don't know, man, they are revitalizing DC, man. All this shit going on, man. They rebuilding this area, man. They moving out the black folks, man. They trying to move us out to Maryland, man. They trying to revamp Chocolate City, y'all. I'm telling y'all straight like this. Anybody who from the city and ain't been here in a while, they revamping this shit, man. I'm telling you, they shutting down all the hoods. They man, they moving everybody everywhere, man. They clearing this thing out. They like, look, they didn't fix this place up to keep the same people here, Joe. And that's how they straight up carried it, man. They moving people out left and right, man. So this ain't Chocolate City no more. Trust me when I tell y'all, you know. But at the end of the day, man, you know, hopefully Tank people understand, man. It's just about the best fighting the best. You know what I'm saying? It's not just Gary. No, it's not just Gary. It's not just Gary. It's everybody. They see it. It ain't just a Gary thing. It's just that Gary wants to fight him. Gary wants to fight him. But it ain't just Gary. Everybody's seen it. All other fighters saw that. Absolutely 100%. I give them a chance in every single fight. The thing is, I just want them to fight them. But these fighters smell blood in the water. They smell blood in the water. And it ain't a jealousy thing. Dog, it's like, okay, if I know, you know, and I guess I'm just coming up with any weird ass analogy. If I know that store A got $50,000 in cash in it over store B, they got $5,000 in cash in it. Well, of course you're gonna want to try to knock off store A, right? And that's all it is. I mean, Gervonta is ran by a machine, so it does garner more attention. And fighters may show a willingness to want to fight him more because he has the machine behind him. Y'all don't understand that. It's not about Tank, it's about the machine. If I beat the machine, I get a bag. But you know, this video didn't turn into more of a rant now than to an actual video, you know what I'm saying? That's the coffee talking, Fight Fast. It's the coffee talking, man. But yeah, man, so, you know, Gary says, man, keep Lil Tank away from me. It's smart if you do. You know what I'm saying? I think it is too. I mean, you can't show no kind of huffing and puffing issues dealing with a guy like Gary Russell. That dude is always in shape, tip-top shape. That dude comes to fight each and every time. He has his fight coming up in January. Easy work, you know what I'm saying? Easy work. Get rid of this dude. And, you know, people need, before I end this video, let me just say this one last thing, because I don't want to act like I'm not seeming like I'm not saying anything. I want to say this one last thing to everybody who says Gary should move up, move up. Why ain't you moving up? Move up, move up. Here's my deal. Remember something. Before you ask Gary to move up and be so sure that that is the answer. Remember, Leo Santa Cruz was in Gary Russell's weight class for years, and still didn't fight Gary. Remember, Tank was just one weight class above Gary for years and still didn't fight Gary. But he fought every other 126-pound Mexican. So what makes you so sure that if Gary moves up to 130, given that Leo didn't fight him at 26, Tank didn't fight him when he was at 30, what makes you so sure that's the answer? That's not the answer, bro. I don't even know if Berchelt or any of the rest of them will fight him. I don't know who will fight Gary. That is not guaranteed. PBC ain't even trying to make them fight Gary. Nah, they don't want that, Muhammad told them. They don't want that. That's my whole point. So we don't know if moving up is the answer. They clearly act like Gary don't exist. They're under instruction to do so. They acting like Gary doesn't exist. So moving up, he goes to 130. Then what? You think that's gonna fight him? Now, if anybody doing any clout chasing out this joint, it's Leo Santa Cruz. Now we hear him in interviews. Oh yeah, you know, if I fight Tank Davis, if I fight Gary Russell, oh, you know, if I want to fight, he talks the talk. He talking good, sound good, but ain't no rubber meeting the road. Ain't no rubber meeting the road out this bitch. It's a bunch of talk. So that's clout chase. If anybody clout chasing, it's Leo Santa Cruz. All Gary wants is good fights, man. And all I'm seeing people do is play the protection game. And it's sad, because it's a bad look on Tank. And it doesn't help Tank whatsoever. When people sit back wanting him to step up and everybody coming out with excuses saying, no, he's not Mexican. No, he shouldn't fight Gary, man. He's not Mexican. He's not a little Mexican. All right. And once again, this is why boxing fans abandon the sport in droves. Because this shit is just, the new age today is just, it's unexplainable, man. And I'm going to leave it there. Thumbs up for the fam. It's early in the morning, man. It's 5 a.m. in the morning out here, man. Thumbs up for the fam on the way out if you didn't hit it on the way in. Much love to each and every one of y'all, man, all day. Stay stressed and sucker free out here, man. You know, remember the devil is omnipresent. He ain't everywhere at the same damn time. You know what I'm saying? So be careful out here, Joe. Real talk. And yo, man, happy New Year's. If I don't see y'all, man, we ain't back up on here. Happy New Year's to all of the boxing fam. Happy New Year's to all of the boxing fans. You know what I'm saying? New year, new things. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to hear nothing about your New Year's resolution, because half of y'all ain't gonna keep them. You know what I mean? But happy New Year's. Y'all stay safe out there tonight. If y'all turning up tonight, man, stay safe, man. For real, man. You know, police gonna be everywhere tonight. Checkpoints, all that. So y'all be careful out there, man. And take your ass to church. That's what y'all need to be. You know what I'm saying? Stay out the club, man. Club ain't going no damn where. Bring the New Year's in right. Peace out, man. Y'all have a good day, man. I catch up with y'all later, man. To the next one. Peace out.